Dear family, this is why I love you. Dad, I love you for your hard work for our family. You always did your best to provide for us, even when your own parents or wife didn't recognize or approve of your efforts. I always did. I love you for your playfulness. My best memories from childhood are playing with my dad. I loved sitting around the bike tires and waiting for it to pop. I loved sitting in the back of the truck with the tarp in it and it filled with water as you drove around. I loved when you rode the dune bugs with us and pulled the tube in the back of the truck in the snow. I even loved the reckless things that we did that made Mom mad. I loved the faith you had, your honesty and humility when you made a mistake. You were my hero. Mom, I love you for being brave enough to report and stand up to your dad at court. I love you for leading me to the places that I needed to go for healing. I love you for putting your elbow in the tight places in my back after school. I love you for your example of telling your story in a book and publishing it. It was a good book. I love you for trying to help your siblings when they needed a place to stay. Brothers, I love you for the times you played my silly games with me. I love when you tucked me in at night. I loved when you were good sports about the tricks we played on each other. I love how you both tried to help me with my ex-daughter, even by force because we had different views on life, but I know that's what you were trying to do. Sister, you are the one who knew what I went through the most. I love the sleepovers we had, the times where all four of us lined up on my bed Christmas Eve. I loved waking up to 20 or 30 Band-Aids running down my leg when I had cut myself on an open safety pin that was on a bed sheet. I love you for your loving heart and for being a fun aunt for my kids. I especially love you for taking my ex-daughter when I couldn't handle her anymore and all the things that you had to deal with because of that. Grandpa E, I love you for teaching me through experience. Grandma E, I love you for your kindness and your forgiveness. I love you for your service. Grandpa S, I love you for your confidence, your faith, and example to your family. I love you for surprising my dad and paying for his mission, which made him feel like you loved him and were proud of him. Grandma S, I love you for understanding me and seeing me and loving me, even when you didn't know what to do to help. I love you for caring for my mom and me when I was born. I love you for your faith and for the trials that you overcame in your own life. I love you for being a beautiful example. To my husband, I love you for your love for me, for your willingness to go through it all with me. I love you for your dedication and your faith. I love you for pulling more weight around the house lately. I love you for your willingness to start being vulnerable and open up your heart. I love you for going to court with and for me. I love you for breaking your addiction and bad habits. I love you for being a good example to the kids. My husband's family. I love the growth I have seen in you. I love watching you open up to step family and in-laws. I love the humility I have seen and the way you support each other. I love that you have been able to see past my past and our differences to show me love. I love my step-in-laws and how much unconditional love that they have shown me through the years. I love all of my friends who betrayed me for seeing my strength and my goodness, because I know that's what you really saw. I love you for being there for me when you were, even when you didn't understand. Thank you for teaching me to set boundaries so that I could have better relationships in the future. I love all of the social workers, judges, and foster families involved in my Abrahamic trial because it helped me to become closer to God than I ever have been before. To my ex-daughter, I love you. I will always love you. I love you for teaching me about how bad my rape was, about my relationship with my mom. I love you for the moments you really tried hard to be Raya. I love you for how smart and brave you are, for your silliness. I love you for that time you prayed with me on the floor while I cried. I love the assistant principal at my school because she gave me no choice but to drop out when I was in a crisis period, and I struggled to make that decision for myself. And to myself, Melanie, I love you for your endurance, your faith, your willingness to choose God no matter what, and your bravery. You made it through all of this. You are my hero.